Hello, I'm Reginald Grant from Los Angeles, California. Welcome to All Things CBD with Craig Zaffe. Again, today we'll be talking about anxiety, mental health, how to use CBD in your life to balance and improve the quality of your life. And again, I'm Reginald Grant. Take it over, Craig.
All right, I am Craig Zaffe. I am the CEO of Hemp for Life Wellness Inc. And I'm walking you through our podcast, Everything CBD More. First, I want to thank our sponsors, Athletes in Cannabis, for making this all happen. Now, today, I want to talk about how we can incorporate CBDs in our life to help our mental health. Because as we know, life is more stressful than ever before. And most people don't realize that our very first breath in life is taken in stress. We're in our mother's womb. We're cozy. We're comfortable. All of a sudden, we know a strange man is pulling us out of, our mother's womb, turning us upside down, and spanking us. And our very first breath is, oh, my God, this is not a safe place to be. So from the very beginning, we have stress. And as we go through life becomes more stressful. Now, here we're 2022. Everybody's stressed out. We just went through the COVID virus over the last 2 years. Our children had to stay home for 2 years. Their anxieties are off the chart. I don't have to tell you about what's going on economically. Everything is so expensive. People have a hard time dealing with buying food, paying for rent, and it's affecting everything in our life. Now, we have more anxiety disorders. We have more people who are depressed. We have, unfortunately, more people suffering from post-traumatic stress syndrome. And we have people who have a lot of eating disorders. Now, most people really don't realize they have options how to treat all these various issues. Now, normally we have anxieties. We start to worry about everything in life. We wake up, we're all stressed out about the day. It affects our lifestyle. I mean, some people have fear of driving over bridges. Some people have fear of just going to parties. Some people just have fear of being around people. So some people turn to psychiatrists. Now, normally the course of treatment is they give you antidepressant drugs, which can work, but most people find that they have more anxieties by taking the drugs, and they also have side effects. Now, certainly if you have serious cases of depression, again, they put you on psychiatric drugs. They may treat you with, other forms to help you deal with your depression. But in the long run, you still have side effects and you really don't solve the problem. Then unfortunately, you have a lot of people who have been through horrific things in their life, especially if you're a veteran. You've been through war, people who have lost all their houses. They're suffering from post-traumatic stress disorders. Again, some people turn to smoking cigarettes to reduce their anxieties. Some people drink. Some people take drugs. Other people use pharmaceuticals. They all have a negative effect on our overall health. Certainly, smoking cigarettes, we know is not good for you. And the end result usually is you have respiratory problems, you have cancer, you can get diabetes. Alcohol. Now, a social drinker is fine, 1 or 2 drinks, but if you drink too much, it can give you dementia, Alzheimer's, and certainly affect your liver. Now, people use substance, abuse, drugs. They're taking oxycodone, they're taking heroin, cocaine, and all the other stuff. We know the end result is it's detriment to your overall wellness. No one recommends anybody using drugs. People have eating disorders because the only satisfaction they get in life is when they eat. The problem is they're making the wrong choices of what type of food they put in their body. And overall, over the years, you start adding more weight. And the more weight you put on and become more obese, the more people are obese, more children have childhood obesity. You end up with serious health problems. I mean, you have heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, all these numerous conditions. And the end result is you don't have any quality of life. Now, it turns out there are safe alternatives to deal with all these various conditions, as far as reducing your stress in life, giving you a better quality of life. And cannabis can be that answer. Now, a lot of people smoke marijuana to relieve their anxieties and their depression. Now, that works very well, but most people don't realize that the higher the THC, the higher anxiety rates go up. So some people make the mistake of smoking marijuana and they end up having more anxieties than they had before. Now, CBDs from hemp, which only has 0.3% THC, we get all the medicinal benefits without the psychotropic effects of the THC. Now, CBD interacts with our own regulatory system. The largest regulatory system in our body happens to be the endocannabinoid system. Now, that is in charge of the homeostasis, balance of our eternal health, and it's all about the balance. So we have so many stressful factors coming from the outside affecting us, and it'll affect everything about our lives. I mean, you won't be able to relax, you won't be able to sleep, and if you can't sleep, everything else is affected. It also helps with their appetite, because a very healthy endocannabinoid system, the brain signals your gut when you're hungry. Now, that's a good thing. But some people who smoke cannabis, they get the case of the munchies and they overeat. With CBDs from hemp, you won't have that effect. Also, CBDs can help you with recurring negative thoughts, which is all part of our stress and our anxieties, because we're constantly worrying about everything there is in life. And CBDs is an overall health protector. So again, it's all about the balance. So I think people really need to take charge of their life, incorporate CBDs from hemp to help reduce their anxieties, their depression, certainly if they have PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome, it can help restore that balance. So you can go through life without all the anxieties and the stress, because as we know, today is a very stressful time in our lives. I mean, our parents are dealing with so many different things. Their children have so many different issues. They're dealing with their own issues. I think it's important that people really start taking charge and realize there are healthy alternatives to using pharmaceuticals with all the side effects. So CBD, I think, is the best remedy for what's affecting our society with our anxieties and depression. So I recommend everybody start incorporating CBDs in your life, because for a few dollars a day, you can restore your health and go through life feeling good again. And whatever is presented to you through the day, you'll be able to deal with it without resorting to other ways of dealing with your depression and anxieties. So once again, CBDs is a wonderful alternative, and it has the track record. There's a fantastic safety profile. No one has ever OD'd on CBDs. It works through our endocannabinoid system once again. And by incorporating CBDs, your brain will start to release more serotonins, which will help you naturally feel good. So the whole thing about incorporating CBDs is to balance out your endocannabinoid system, so you have a sense of wellness, you have better quality of life. So I want to thank everybody for listening to me about incorporating CBDs in their life to deal with the mental stress that we have in life. I want to thank Athletes in Cannabis for being my sponsor. I certainly want to thank Reginald Grant, who is part of Hemp for Life Wellness, Inc., making this all happen. And I want everybody to have a wonderful day. And please start incorporating CBDs in your life. Thank you so much.